Welcome back, everyone. We're in Mother's Heart, overlooked by the carcass of a metal devil. And we've been just done the proving ceremony. We set up our light, our hope into the sky. We've been speaking to people. We've been speaking to Tirsa, one of the High Matriarchs, learning about who the Matriarchs are. The High Matriarchs are women with 3 sequential living members of the family, so they're great grandmothers, and that gives them the right, because they've had contributed lots of children to the tribe. They are speaking for generations, and there are currently 3 high matriarchs in the tribe, so there's only 3 great grandmothers, and there are 30 matriarchs, which are grandmothers. That's so fascinating, and something I've never come across before. I'm going to be doing a lore video on the Nora tribe at some point very soon. So, yeah, that will be going in there as its figurehead. We've spoken to Erend. Here is Irid, who is a red priest for the Karja tribe, sent here as an envoy to try and pacify the ill feeling the Karja tribe have around the world, around the area. Avad has got a real tall order for his leadership, is to try and mend the good name of the Karja tribe after his father, Duran, so muddied it during the Red Raids.
Your blessing was most illuminating. I've never seen its like. A rare gift indeed.
But you don't believe in Allmother, do you?
Usually the distance between our tribes shrouds Nora ways from Karja eyes. But here among you, I see a beauty that shines true. Perhaps Naman is right after all, that the sun's light brightens all lands and all peoples.
Who's Naman?
One of my brethren, who believes the sky is wide enough for the faiths of all tribes.
Yes, Namam lies in Meridian, and we'll speak to him later. He's full of in the same way as Tirsa has just explained the Nora there, and other people have explained the Nora tribe. He explains the religion of the Karja very, very well.
Who is the Sun King you speak for?
His Luminance Avad is the 14th king of the Radiant Line. His light envelops the sky and everything beneath it. He is the chosen of the sun. By his divine rule, we are given sight and purpose.
You speak highly of him. Do you know him well?
By his nature, he is unknowable and infallible. We are his instruments, not his companions. I have been in his presence, but we draw down our hoods so as not to behold his light directly.
He's the sun, he has total power, and no friends. That couldn't go wrong.
Yeah. He is highly, highly revered.
Who are you, Sun Priest?
I am the Reverend Irid. The glory of the Karja is the sun's glory, reflected. We sun priests are but glimmers of its great light.
You just said a lot, but you didn't tell me anything.
My apologies. My duty is to carry out the will of the sun, by serving its emissary among us, the Sun King. I comfort those who walk by the light of day, and I travel to those in far reaches whom the light barely touches, bearing warmth.
He's a missionary. He's spreading the faith far and wide. That's what he's doing.
Did you come all this way just to deliver your Sun King's speech?
It is my duty, and also my honor, to carry the light of atonement to those we overshadowed and wronged. I swallowed my fear, but it re-emerged. I am glad Erend van Guardsman made this journey. He is my shield, a good man.
Yeah, the Avad has been relied heavily on the Vanguard. We heard about Erend and his sister having helped overthrow Duran during the end of the Red Race, just a couple of years ago.
Why were the Karja at war with the Nora?
Under the 13th Sun King, the Karja had no peace with any tribe. His luminance has sent those days to dusk. We must renew the light that binds us. though few volunteered to come here.
The Nora scare you. They're good at making people feel unwelcome.
It's said one soldier died for every Nora taken alive. But I see you can be as calm as you are fierce.
Right, these just don't deselect. So, but we have talked about them. So thanks, Irid. You've let us know a lot there. Your religion is quite vague, but they're kind of very, what's the word? They're very arrogant, the Karja. They hold themselves high. They hold their noses up high, and they deign to wander and find other tribes to try and impress their religion upon. Whereas the Nora just believe what they believe and they stick to their own. The Karja are a bit more progressive. They want to spread themselves. Their city is spread from Meridian further into the jungles of the Jewel, and they look to advance, as has been their history, which we'll find out about later. That's a common phrase in this playthrough, isn't it? We'll find out about that later.
This has been illuminating, but I should get going.
You have already been blessed, but may the dawn find you, the day warm you, and the dusk have light to guide your path.
Thanks, Irid. Kind. So we've already been blessed by the Nora. We've been blessed by the Karja. We've been wooed by the Oseram. And here is another Oseram who is a lot less able to converse with us.
Hello, Olin.
You know my name? Ah, guess Aaron told you.
Why did you act so strange when we spoke earlier?
Must be this festival. I'm really not one for crowds. Maybe I should just turn in.
Stop dodging my questions.
All right, cool your fire. I got nothing to hide.
Yes, where did you find this focus?
I've never seen anyone else with a focus. Where exactly did you find it?
In a ruin, north of the Claim. That's our name for the Oseram homeland. Up there, the metal seams run deep. Steel giants half buried in loose soil. Forgotten caves that the old ones bored into mountain rock. Your eyes just lit up.
I found my focus in a cave just like you're describing. A ruin of the old ones.
If you've delved yourself, you know as much as I do. Go to those places for answers. Not me.
He's being very abrupt.
What are you doing here, Olin? Why come to Noraland?
Aaron needed a scout for his expedition, and a second for his drinking. That's all. Someone to stop the Sun Priest getting lost. When all this is over, I'm back to delving ruins, rummaging for scrap, scrounging up trinkets to sell.
So you're an explorer?
Just another Outlander, girl. A man's gotta make his shards. I just make mine in service to the King's court. That's all.
He's been very useful to the King's court, it seems, and we come across his abode later on, and he's made a good living for himself, but that's not been able to buy him certain things.
When we spoke earlier, you winced, then looked like you were in pain. Or frightened. Did your focus show you something?
It didn't show me anything. I told you. It malfunctioned. Happens all the time.
Now, shall we be... Yes, let's be blunt. We're blunt, aren't we? We're blunt and straight to the point.
You're not a very convincing liar.
Do you always accuse people you've just met of lying?
Only the ones who aren't telling the truth.
Fire and spit, girl. I'm a plain hammered man with nothing to hide. You don't believe me, that's your trouble, not mine.
So you did expect more of him. He's wearing a focus. He's a worldly man, connected to the old world and the traditions of his tribe. She just thought she found a kindred spirit, but he's being a dick.
I don't understand. We have this device in common, but you can't wait to stop talking to me.
I already have all the friends I need, girl. I don't need to bother.
I'm used to being shunned by the tribe. I thought you'd be different.
It's nothing personal. It really isn't. You should... try to enjoy yourself tonight. Big day tomorrow. Always best to make every day count.
He's being cagey, he's being elusive, he's being cunty. And Aloy's not happy about it. But he's got his reasons. Thanks, folks. Okay, now we've got to enter the Hunter's Lodge and sleep before our day at the Proving. But have we ventured where we need to go? This is Mother's Lodge here. But what's up here? That's the lodge there. Wow. That's almost Viking. Playing Valhalla not a short time ago. That's the type of... How do we get up there? How do we get up there? I don't know if we do. Should we try and cheese it? Oh, we can do. Of course we can. I mean, the Hunter's Lodge is just below us. This is the Matriarch Lodge here, but we can't go in it. In fact, it won't even let us up there, will it? No. Yeah, we can't actually get up there. This was where... That's right, this was where the envoys were trying to talk earlier on. But it's been locked out for us. Okay, is there any more things to pick up? What's that? That's a crate over there. Very good. Before we go to bed, we will make sure we pick up everything we can. Now, I've never come back to Mother's Heart in the playthrough before. I wonder if it's open to us again. Or this is the only time. There's not much to see after you've spoken to everyone, but bar a few traders. Right, thanks, Cast. We've got everything we need from you.
Listen carefully now, for
There's
you'll
the
have to
story.
tell this when I'm gone. What I want is for you to climb down.
There's the drunk dude.
What you want is for me to have no fun at all.
Fine.
Here's the
Stay
lodge
up
down
all
here.
night if you want.
It's where all those young Nora hopefuls were waiting outside, looking nervous. They're all inside now. Now we're going to meet one of the more critical of Nora being alive, and one of the kind of more strict and mean of the Nora. This is Resh.
Motherless chuff.
What did you say?
Find your bed, outcast, and dream of winning the Proving. That's the closest you're gonna get.
Oh, this is the bed house? With you standing guard, I figured it was the latrine.
Your very presence here.
Yes, yes, in your face. Your face, Resh. Yeah, sit and stew out that.
Well, well.
Nailed
Look
it.
who's come in from the wild. The motherless outcast. I see you've still got a scar from where that rock I threw hit you. Now that's a cherished memory.
You can be a real lard sometimes, boss. Cut it out.
Now, back in the day when we came up against Bust
You didn't know the words to the blessing, did you?
one or two
But no one
times.
hears your prayers anyway.
No, we had our own prayers to make, Bust. Just keep your mouth shut for a minute. Now, Vala here. Now that
Where's
we
your
met.
bite, outcast? Or did you need my permission to speak in the presence of a true Nora?
Yeah, still reading out the slurs. Yes, we saw a young
We saw
Vala
you
back in
talking
the
with
day.
Outsiders. Couldn't convince them to take you either, huh?
Okay, Bast. Let's talk to you then. What do you got to say?
Aw, you even try to dress like a real Nora. Not that it fools anyone.
So this is how it's gonna be with you, is it?
This is how it's gonna be with everyone, outcast. You belong in the wilds, not Mother's Heart. And you definitely don't belong in the Proving.
Right. We definitely don't pity him. But we know where he's coming from, which any bully will tell you. It's out of fear and Fear and inadequacy. Well, the bullies won't tell you, but those that have an insight will.
You can sense it. You already know you're gonna lose.
I've trained all my life for the proving. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of anything.
Really? Confidence is quiet. You're not.
You know, I often think of the day I gave you that scar. It's a cherished memory.
You should cherish it. If Rost hadn't shot my stone from the air, you'd be missing an eye. But I suppose you leave that part of the story out when you tell it, don't you?
I branded you that day to mark your shame.
All you did that day was make me stronger. Just wait. I'll show you tomorrow.
Yeah, right. This is boring. Time for Boss to get some sleep. You'll be the one surprised tomorrow, outcast. Not me.
Oh, are you gonna shut your mouth?
Because that would be a surprise.
The way to get around anything, any kind of adversity, any kind of setback in life is to use them as strengths. Whatever that may be, there's always a silver lining to it that you can find somewhere and apply it in another area to give you an edge, to give you an advantage. And that's what Aloy has done. She's used her advantage of having Rost, a trained killer, at her disposal to train her. She's had a focus that she found by falling into the ruins after being shunned by the tribe. So Bast there is instrumental in her. He's instrumental in who she is. That type of person. It's not. He's not something that she wishes was out of her life. He's been a driver. That kind of attitude has been something to hold herself against, to say, right, that's not the way. I can be who I want to be, and these guys can think what they want to think. But I've got every opportunity to do this, and she's taking that now.
Nice job handling Bast. That should keep him quiet. Till morning, anyway.
I don't believe we've met. I'm Aloy.
Oh, I know who you are. The competition. The others, they'll finish the proving. Most of them. But win it? That's down to Bast, you, or me. Vala.
Nice to meet you, Vala. You're right. I am going to win tomorrow.
Never celebrate a victory before it's earned, girl. My mother taught me that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna get some sleep. I plan to be well rested when I run you into the ground tomorrow. Your bunk's right there when you want it.
Okay. Thanks.
Kind but competitive. She can afford to be civil, but she's got her eye on the prize, and Aloy can respect that. Can't talk anymore. Talk to Bass Toady. I've not seen this before.
You and I have nothing to say to each other.
I'm here for the proving, that's it. Leave me alone.
Yes, he was outside, sat down earlier on, wasn't he? Right, we can sleep. They're all trying to get their Zeds. Hopefully Bass doesn't do anything untoward in the night. Because in the morning, we've got to climb that mountain. And we've got that brave trail to contend with. So let's do that. Let's do that. What we've been working towards for 13 years is here. We're in the Hunter's Lodge. Come on. Come on.
So, your first day in Mother's Heart. What do you think? You've never slept in a Nora Lodge before. Not very private.
It's not bad at all. I keep going over to this area, even though I vowed to stay within these two. Let's say it's too soft.
Comforts and distractions. That's what I think.
Not all comforts are bad.
Comforts are weakness.
You sound just like my mother. You can always go back to living in the wilds if you have to. In the meantime, get some rest.
There we go. Okay, we should have some skill points from this scenario, I think. But here we go, we're heading up the mountain. I'm going to have a little look at the map when we are able to, because I want to understand where that is in relation to Mother's Heart. Is it all Mother Mountain we're climbing? So we're climbing this face here. I don't know if we can get back there, I'm not sure.
Braves! Ready yourselves! What will it take to get you out of here?
Maybe the winner's trophy.
Looks like a grazer.
Okay. Let's see if we can't proc one of these canisters here. Yeah, I think we did. Beautiful. Okay. Right, 2 of them down. Good. So we've got the metal charge, got the proving charge, got the blaze canister. But it's not the end of it. Oh!
Your trophy is shattered, outcast. Looks like you'll need another.
Resh is not the adjudicator we want at this stage. Okay. Got to get another one. Is there more? Where are they? Okay. Let's try and set another one off. No. Okay, that's not going to work. It's not going to work. Let's try and use this. There we go. Okay, right. Oh! Oh dear!
Faster, come on!
Here we go, we got a trophy. Let's go!
I've got to catch up.
Now we've got the trail. Oh, we've got to get away from these guys though.
Catch up.
Okay, I think we're free of those.
Slow and steady now.
Now, those are grazers.
That makes all but one. Is the outcast coming?
She was behind me.
Strong, I thought.
So this is pretty much on rails, this thing. We can't lose, but we're experiencing what she must have gone through. She hasn't got the head start she would have liked, so she needs to take
girl.
the difficult path.
Might as well walk from here. Boss will win or Vala, but you'll be made a brave so long as you finish.
Who gives a shit about that, mate?
Oh, now. That's an old trail. 2 died on it last year. It's falling apart. Better dead last than dead altogether. Whoa, 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 whoa! My old mother, are you crazy? You're gonna kill yourself! It doesn't get any easier! You're insane to go that way! That's it.
No way but forward now.
Stop right there.
By all mother, all she wants to know is about her mother.
I can't see!
So she's got to take that difficult path.
Come on now.
Bast and Vala are the favourites now.
Faster. Stop dragging. Gotta keep going.
We do. We can see them run through the normal trail, but we're taking the difficult path. We are gaining.
The outcast is catching up.
Got a tasty
Get up there.
bit of. Oh, dead. I was gonna throw myself off there, but didn't get it right. Here we go. It's kind of them. Rappel down. That was the word I was looking for.
Made it. Come on now, hurry. Keep at it.
Okay, so I don't know in relation to where we are. I don't think that matters. I think we just got to follow this to the end. Hit that cutscene. And get our just desserts after 13 years of being hard at it. Fighting machines, practicing trails, hunting,
I've trained my whole life for this.
learning about this new technology.
But I had the wilds. Precision. Not enough. Must be perfect.
You did have the wilds, but you also had Rost, and you also had the focus. There's plenty of things that have amalgamated together to make the person you are. Okay, here's this sit wire.
Come on, you can make it.
To the finish.
Can't
Come on,
let them
girl.
beat me now.
See ya. That was neck and neck with Vala and Bast for second place. I think Vala made it. Bast came third.
She didn't win! The outcast cheated!
An outcast? Win the proving? Never. For she is a brave now.
Here comes the inciting incident.
As are you all. So long as you put your trophy on the altar. But it is Aloy.
Of the story.
Once outcast, and now brave.
This flips it on its head.
Among you.
A generation of braves being slew. So these are the killers, which is a placeholder name.
But we won't make it under fire.
They can't shoot if they're dead. Keep them busy. I'll find an angle.
Bast! Bast! Are you with us?
I'm with you!
Let's go. Now!
I really could have done with that damage modification. Okay, let's think about this.
Too many of them! We can't win!
Okay, for now. Oh god. There we go.
Can't hold them!
Trying to get these headshots.
Help us! Kill them!
There we go. Nice bit of animation to get me closer there. Where are you, mate? No.
Fight for my rat.
Just trying to get the body shots in the meantime.
They're too strong! Finish these troops. We
There
can't
we go.
stop them!
Oh. Okay. There's another one somewhere up here. Where are you? No, we've got him. Okay, that's the first wave of these killers. Absolutely stole Aloy's thunder, these buggers.
Kill them all! No witnesses, no survivors!
Don't give up. One of us.
Okay, they're a bit more aggressive now. No.
They keep coming! How many are there?
Good. No. Don't seem to take it mid-air, do they? Oh dear. That took it out of us. Okay, I'm going to get my potions ready. Where are they? I can't see them. Are you around here? There you are.
We can't hold them!
Ridge. There's more of them.
Oh, Mother, help us!
They seem to be attracted by these guys. Okay, hunter arrows. Fine.
Kill the defilers!
There is more of them. Right. Those fire arrows aren't doing enough.
Kill the defilers! They're too strong!
Okay.
We can't stop them!
Oh dear, that took it out of us. Okay. I'm going to use the potion as well.
Too many of them! We can't win!
That spear's doing us proud at the moment, but we do need to... Okay, last one. Can we get him through there? Yes, we can. Okay, I need to pick up some of these things because we've got nothing in the way of health other than those potions. So here's the final wave, and we've got the old heavy weapon dudes here, and I'm nervous about this, I have to say.
Descend while we have a chance.
Very nervous. I might try the fire arrows. They're not great against humans, but if I can get a burn on him, I can get the damage ticking over.
Get back!
I'm not sure that's going to help though. I'm thinking I should have taken some of these better bows. I should have saved that. But say we've got a very basic bow.
Red hair dies now! Everyone, forward!
I've got orders to kill Aloy, specifically. Okay, taking a little bit of damage off her. Oh dear. Fine. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, let's move. Oh my word. Right, let's move, let's move, let's move. Good, right. Utilising, let's grab this and see if we can't finish them off.
No, this thing's dangerous.
Out of ammo. Okay, is that it? That is it. We've downed all the killers. We've downed the big ones with the... they kind of had a powerful arrow brute, heavy killer, and they had one with this kind of machine rail gun that we dealt with. But they've come out of nowhere. This tribe, these people are a complete mystery to us. We've never seen them before. We don't understand who they are, where they've come from, and what their purpose is. All we know them as is killers. Because they've massacred a generation of tribespeople. So those aspiring matriarchs that wanted their great-granddaughters, great-grandchildren to become high matriarchs, their plans have been scuppered. We're going to look here, yes, right up in the clutches of the Metal Devil. That's where we are at the moment. And that is... Is that All Mother Mountain down there? It is, isn't it? We're on the top of the mountain, above the door at All Mother Mountain. That's where we are. Let's just pick up everything we can do, because hopefully we'll keep hold of this stuff in a moment, and we're kind of delaying the inevitable here.
I'll find a use for you.
We're about to hit a moment that will sting for Aloy. Goodness me, skin of our teeth there. We had about an inch of health left. Okay, he's over there, so let's just grab everything we can. All the treasure that they've left. Hunter arrows. Health potions. Let's use that because it's free, and then we can pick up this one. Oh, picked it up anyway. It's upsetting. Blaze and Ridgewood. Resource supply. We'll have a look at that in a moment.
Too prepared.
Just over there. We'll leave him there for the moment. He's got a focus on him that we're going to be very interested in. very interested in. What's that up there? Another box. Blaze and Ridwood. We don't need to top up at the moment. Okay, my man.
Being soaked from melted snow.
Right, let's take us where this leads. It's not going to be pleasant.
Turn your face to the sun, child. Burn it all, then to your task.
As you command.
So they kind of cover their tracks here by destroying the massacre. I'm not completely sure as to the reason, but maybe they just want to disguise their presence. They were just here for Aloy, seemingly. But why? She's taking a bit of damage there to the neck.
Aloy. Survive.
This is incredibly sad. Inside the mountain, Rost's last effort in life was to save Aloy. His last act. He saves her like he couldn't save his own daughter.
She is dying.
Machine dreams.
There is blasphemy! She should be near her mother.
I don't get the symbolism of that.
I'm so sorry. Turn your face to the sun, child.
So around her neck there is the necklace given to her by Rost. And that is a necklace that she's worn intermittently throughout her life. And And it's a necklace that belonged to Rost's daughter, who he lost years ago.
They must have found me before I bled out. But why is no one here? Where am I?
So we're up to level 8. We've got another skill point. We've got a couple of skill points. So our max health has come up. Yeah, we've dropped down to 210 health there because we're still recovering. So I don't know if we should have wasted time picking all that stuff up, but no, we've still got the health potions. Every time I do this section of when we lose Rost explodes at the hands of the killer's explosives to cover their tracks. I often hope that in Forbidden West, Rost is just going to have survived, got blown clear, and wants to keep his anonymity so that Aloy can crack on with life. But seeing the cutscene there of him being obliterated by flame, there's just no chance, is there? Rost is good and dead. Him being alive would be a very tall ask and a little bit. It will throw us off a bit if we found out he was alive in the sequel. I don't think he is. But we have been cared for in Allmother Mountain, a place usually reserved for the matriarchs to enter. No one else can. They haven't got the right. They haven't got the right to be in here. This is a very, 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 very sacred place, but it's also sacred for Aloy, as we'll find out. We've lost our focus at the moment. Physically, not metaphorically.
My clothes. Good. But where's my focus? It's here. Okay. Wait. Am I inside the sacred mountain? But only matriarchs are allowed inside.
Okay, we've obtained our costume,
my bow here.
our outfit.
Or the damaged focus, the one I took off that killer. Where are they?
So this is where they hang out, seemingly. Where else have we got to go? I'm just trying to find some other places we can visit. This is a dead end. Just having a look around here. Lots of candles, lots of sort of altars and places of worship.
I'm not gonna find it here.
So Aloy can use her focus to open those. I'm just wondering how the Norma tribe do it. That's not really explained.
I'm picking up some kind of signal.
So that's the bunker door. That's the secure containment hatch. And that's another bunker door. Okay, we can't get through there because they're closed off to us, but this area here...
There. With the rest of my things.
She was just about to say something there and we got cut off. I wonder what she was going to say. So this is some kind of altar, look at it. All the candles, all the sort of herbs and items of worship, these kind of sun dream catchery things. So we're whole again. We've got our outfit, we've got our weapons, and we've also got the damaged focus we picked up off of that killer. We managed to squirrel it away before
Can you show me?
the big brute came and got us.
Ah.
We'll see that big brute in a minute.
All commanders, halt excavations and proceed at once to the mission point. Avoid all contact with Nora savages. But if you are seen, kill every witness. Target imaging attached. Do not fail.
That's crazy. Drop everything and go and kill Aloy. They've had an order.
Target imaging.
It's imperative they drop everything they do, come to Nora Lands,
Who
and
says I'm
get
like other Nora?
Aloy.
They saw me through Owen's focus. How is that possible?
Then make it quick. I'm heading in.
Hold for identiscan.
You need to stop listening to Ted and start listening to me.
Where's this from? And when? Are you
A 99.47 DNA match.
Why try to kill me just because I look like you?
Aloy, you are awake.
You brought me here?
Quickly, you must follow.
To where?
To the place where you were born.
Are you saying I was born here? Inside the mountain?
It is easier if I show you.
Do show us. But we've seen an unknown woman there with a 99.47 DNA match. The killers were ordered by their leader to drop everything they were doing, drop their excavation, and go to this location, this latitude and longitudinal coordinates, and kill her. And kill any witness that sees you do it. They want to cover all their tracks because they have a higher purpose and they can't be doing with a kerfuffle with another tribe. They just need to kill her, get out. And they knew to do it at the proving, perhaps through Olin's focus or Olin's recommendation, and why he is betraying his tribe and the Karja who he worked for is unknown to us at the moment. But we will get there. So many things. This has just been the craziest time for Aloy. She was working towards a singular purpose, to ask a question, and in doing so her world's been upside down. But she still won the proving. She still has the ear of the matriarch, and in a roundabout way we're going to get some of those answers.
Why did you bring me here?
It seemed you were dying, and to die near one's mother is sacred. Lantra fought it, of course, but Jezza sided with me.
This time?
Is my mother here? Am I going to meet her?
It's complicated. Please, just follow me.
It's interesting. So the vote to keep her out of the village and give it to Rost back in the day, that was 19 years ago. I wonder if there were more High Matriarchs then. High Matriarch being a female that has that is a great grandmother, and I wonder if some died and there was a larger voting quorum of High Matriarchs to do so. But now there's just 3, and Jezza is on the side of Aloy right now. Landra is the sole negative vote.
Does my mother look like me, but with short hair?
I don't see how that could be. You were not born of a woman, Aloy. The mountain is your mother.
What are you talking about?
Come.
What is this place?
The Great Chamber, where All-Mother slew the Metal Devil and gave birth to you. Aloy, the Proving Massacre was just the first of many disasters. The war party we sent after the killers was ambushed and slaughtered.
But what does that have to do with where I was born?
My hope is... everything. This is where we found you. We heard your cries, came to look, and there you were.
Just lying there?
Yes.
You mean I came from behind the door?
Always, that is what I have believed. That you came from the womb of the mountain. A gift from All-Mother herself. But others, like Lansra, feared that a darker power put you here. Not a gift, but a curse.
But... this isn't a goddess.
Aloy!
It's a door. With people behind it. My mother?
Oh.
Since that day, they've not seen this type of activity.
The goddess speaks.
Just like the woman I saw.
Error. Alpha registry corrupted. Identity cannot be confirmed. Entry denied.
No. No. Please.
Aloy, All-Mother spoke to you, as if she knew you.
Were you not listening? It didn't recognize me.
Because of corruption. The goddess's own words. Surely, if you heal this corruption, she will see you clearly.
And how would I do that?
You said you've had visions. Of a woman with short hair.
The killers came for me. Because I look like her.
But their power is overwhelming. Is there no other trail to follow?
Olin. He was one of the outsiders. The night before the Proving. The killers saw me through his eyes. He lives in Meridian.
So you will have to leave the sacred land.
I've been an outcast all my life. Why not an exile too?
Shh. There is another way. Come, and we will make it so.
Wow.
You said the tribe was on the brink of extinction. What happened?
After the massacre at the Proving, a great war party was sent after the killers. Less than half survived.
So she's been asleep a long, long time. We're going to catch up with Tirsa in a minute. And in that time, they've war parties have been sent out to seek revenge, to mop up, to find answers for the massacre, but more have returned, and they've seen crazed machines, and they've seen this corruption, and it's plain speaking, but Tirsa is exactly right. We need to heal this corruption. There's an alpha registry. There's a kind of key that allows us to get through these doors, and it's just the thickness of these doors that's separating us from answers. And Tirsa is saying that there is a corruption, that alpha registry is corrupted. She doesn't know it's a data computer term for a bit of code that's corrupted. She thinks it's this kind of overarching corruption that's haunting the land, and if she can cure the land of corruption, if she can help various people throughout and see an end to this corruption, maybe then the goddess, the All-Mother, will let her in. It's almost like a challenge, a quest, and the grail of purity that she can find or instill in the land, then the answers will be hers. And that's what Tirsa's seen throughout Aloy's life. She's thought of it as a good omen, this child that's been let out of these doors without hide nor hair of who put her there and who her parents are. Most in the tribe saw it as a curse, but Tirsa had other ideas. All Mother won the battle against evil here, against the machines. She slew the metal devil here. This is a place, a good place, and only good can come of what transpires here. That's her thoughts.
How was the war party defeated?
The killers do not fight alone. Somehow they have a power over the machines, corrupting them, driving them mad.
So the killers got away?
Yes. And now the only plan my sister matriarchs can agree to is to sing the Hymn of Atonement and beg for All Mother's mercy, as though she would not want us to help ourselves.
Then, what's your plan?
This was my plan. To show you where you were born and loose you to follow the destiny All Mother intended for you. The other High Matriarchs are waiting for us. Let me do the talking.
You're all right there, Tirsa. You can certainly do the talking. You've got nothing to say to Lansra. All she's done in our presence is spat bile.
It is
Jez
done?
is this
Yes.
devil's advocate in the middle.
I showed her. Sisters, the goddess spoke to Aloy, told her to heal the corruption.
Ha! But how is she to do that?
She will have to journey beyond our sacred land.
A seeker? If the goddess spoke, it must be so.
You would name this thing a seeker?
Sister!
For once, Lansra, join with us.
This will be your sin, not mine. Send her seeking, and may she never be seen again.
Aloy, by the holy grace of the one goddess, we hereby anoint you a seeker of the Nora tribe.
No barrier can now stay you from your sacred task. May All Mother protect you and sustain you. Stay true. I will make ready for the hymn. Our hopes lie with you.
Tirsa, what's a seeker?
You are. And here is your mark. In times of great need, the High Matriarchs may anoint a seeker. A worthy brave sent forth to accomplish a great purpose. No matter where that purpose might take her.
Even beyond the borders of the sacred land?
Yes. And with the right to return when you are done, or as the need arises.
So this is quite the accolade bestowed on Aloy. No one is allowed into the ruins, into the outside the sacred lands, and being able to return. And she is, because she has a higher purpose.
So I can go anywhere at all. No restrictions.
Even to forbidden places, like the tainted lands beyond All Mother's sight. Or the ruins of the metal world.
I see.
Metal world?
Why are the ruins of the metal world forbidden?
They are blighted places, Aloy. Dark and wicked. Like the children of metal who built them. When they rebelled and tried to murder All Mother, her wrath leveled their cities, but could not cleanse their sin. Their ancient spite haunts those ruins, ready to ensnare anyone foolish enough to enter them.
But I've been in a ruin. It looked a lot like the inside of All Mother.
That cannot be so.
It is.
Then, this is something beyond my understanding. I will trust you to reveal the truth.
Sometimes religion is produced, and doctrine in religion is produced as an element of control by those that wish to rule over people or protect. And seemingly, because they would turn away from the metal world to stay pure with All Mother, these places are banned, and they're given a story of being tainted and haunted, whereas it's just a case of staying out because they don't want to learn and can reconnect with those desires and kind of usurp their religion. So they're controlling people, keeping away, averting eyes, so they can stick inside the strictures of the doctrine.
Why are the lands beyond Nora territory called tainted?
Is it not obvious? Our land is sacred. We live in sight of the one goddess, All Mother, source of all that lives. Beyond her sight lies a vast fallen land, spiritually tainted. That is why it is against tribal law to leave. But the Seeker blessing will protect you.
A simple, I assume it's like a trinket she's been given. I don't think we ever get to see it, but it's the mark of the Seeker. And that has been blessed, so that it kind of protects them from these things.
Have there been other Seekers?
There have, but they are rare, and most who set out are never heard from again.
Was Rost a Seeker?
No, not a Seeker.
What are you not telling me?
This is not the time, Aloy. Perhaps another day.
What was done with Rost's body?
I'm afraid there was very little left to recover. But what there was, we buried at the place where he raised you, with flowers on the grave.
Thank you.
It's often the way in these open world games. They give a spot where you can go and sort of recap your mode of thinking. That's a good place for Aloy to do that. So we'll go there before we leave for the road of broken stones, whatever it's called, on the way to Meridian.
So many have suffered. Is there anything I can do to help?
What is most important is for you to fulfill the purpose All Mother has intended for you.
I don't know what that means any more than you do.
Then you must find out. If, however, you sense that part of your purpose is to help the tribe, by all means do so. I have no doubt you will find people in need throughout the Embrace.
So we're going to make our way through the Nora lands, and there's plenty of people there who are coming up against these controlled machines and other problems. And she can sense in us the purpose that we have as we've been growing up. Perhaps Rost has, even though he shouldn't do, has communicated to Tirsa in some way the type of person Aloy is, so that it has this sense of care and protection, this instinct ingrained in her to help, and so we are being reminded of that, basically saying there's lots of side quests, you can go and do them if you want.
You said the Nora sent a war party after the killers.
Yes, but it was ambushed and overrun. Very few escaped alive, and most that did were wounded.
Do you know where the killers went?
No, but you could ask Varl, one of the braves guarding the gates of the Embrace. He survived the ambush. He would know more.
Okay, we're going to be on our way in a minute, and Val is a name that we have a lot of common, Val, because we know his sister.
I should be on my way.
From here, you must go to the gates of the Embrace. Speak to Varl, and he will point the way to Meridian. If any Nora tries to stand in your way, Aloy, make sure they know you are a Seeker.
Oh, I will. Thank you, Tirsa, for all you've done.
May All Mother bless you and watch over you.
We'll be able to boast of that stature in just a minute as we meet Resh again towards the end of this.
Soon we will beg for
forgiveness for the sins that brought such misery on the tribe. When we hear the matriarchs lift their voices, we will join ours to theirs.
Okay, they are praying for not only the killers that have lost their lives, but for the return of those that have yet been felled. And they're also they all know about our heritage, our recent heritage of fighting against the tribe. And although we were the last person standing, we fought against those killers. And now they know we're a seeker, so they're praying because we're the a hope. I don't know if it's the last hope, but it's a hope of being able to put right what has gone wrong with the Nora tribe, and hopefully give them back a sense of safety, security, wholeness again, even though they've lost so much. And this has been a rocky few years for the Nora tribe. First the Red Raids, and now this. Those walls aren't saving them from much at the moment.